ever looked at social media analytics and thought, what the actual is going on here? Reach, engagement, interactions, what does it all mean? And do people actually care about your content? The other thing as well is people forget that you're actually just supposed to be making connections, and that's what counts. So let's dial through all the BS, break it down, and let me show you what actually matters. Let's go. Welcome back to the channel. If you're new here, as always, it's me, James, and today we are going to look at social media analytics. Now, if you've got social media and gone into the analytics section, you've seen all of these numbers, and social media is really helpful because they tell us what none of it means. It's just gobbledygook. And if you know the right things to look at, these numbers can actually help you grow your brand, grow your audience, drive sales, and actually help you achieve your social media goals. It's not that hard. We're going to do it simply, without the jargon. I'm going to help you excel at understanding what all of this means. Before we dive into the numbers, hit the like button if you've ever just stared at your analytics blankly and just kind of went,
what's all this about?
Yeah, we've all been there. And if you actually want to step up and go to that next level, hit the subscribe button and we'll solve all this together. Let's get into it. So first of all, we're going to talk about the one metric that actually matters, engagement rate. But what is it? This actually tells you how many people actually care about your content. It's the percentage of people that actually interact with your posts. Likes, comments, shares, saves, compared to reach, which is actually the amount of people that saw it. So what we're now going to do is we're going to look at where to find this in my favourite bit of help you not burn out software, Metrical. We're going to go over here. Okay, so here we are in Metrical. If you don't know what Metrical is, check out the video up here. We're going to click across to Analytics and we're going to use Instagram for this example. We're then going to scroll down until we get to our account, profile, and then posts published in period. Okay, here we can find our engagement. Our engagement here is 10.69%. Okay, the way this is worked out is really quite simple. It is your total interactions divided by your total reach times by 100. It even says that here for us. Engagement rate is the interactions received by each 100 people reached. Total interactions divided by total reach times 100. And that gives us our percentage. Okay, so if you have low engagement, what does it mean? Or how could you fix it? You could first try by asking questions in your captions, call to actions. So ask your audience something that they want to get involved with. You could use things like carousels and short form videos. Carousels keep people flicking through. Reels, shorts, etc. are very engaging. The last thing that you can also do is you can basically use shareable, relatable content to spark conversation. So if you have a high engagement but low reach, this basically means your audience loves your content, but it's just not getting pushed out. You can enhance this by encouraging shares and saves. This helps get your content pushed out. You could actually turn carousel posts into short form video. The algorithm absolutely loves short form video at the moment. It really distributes this. So literally just turn these into a video carousel. The other option you can do as well is post when your audience is most active. This way, everyone's going to see it and it's going to go out to more people. Okay, so point number 2, reach versus impressions. What are these? So reach is the amount of individual people that have actually seen your post, whereas impressions is the amount of people that have been exposed to your post. These can even be the same people seeing your post multiple times. Okay, so dropping back into Metrical again, where can we find our reach and impressions? So scroll down to posts yet again, so we're on the post section, and here we've got our average reach per post and our impressions. So this is impressions across obviously our whole 30-day period, and this is our average reach per post. So obviously impressions over all our posts, we could literally divide this by the 12 posts and we would get somewhat of an average. So we're able to compare both of these. Ideal. So high impressions and low reach. This basically means that your content is being recycled to the same people again and again and again. It's time to attract some new eyes. So things we can do to do this. Let's use carousels rather than individual posts. What this will do, this will get people swiping through, create more engagement and keep people in your content for longer. What you can then also do is you can take those carousel posts, you can then turn those carousel posts into video content, again thus being more engaging and drawing new people in because the algorithm loves video. Okay, so if you have high reach and low engagement, this means people are seeing your content, but they just don't care to get involved. So how can you fix this? What you need to do is you need to write a strong hook in your caption, something that really grabs people straight away in that first sentence. Also use a lot stronger call to actions. So ask people to like, share and comment on your posts. It really does make a big difference. You can also make posts more interactive, so using polls, questions, all the nice little tidbits that social media tends to give you to grab your audience and bring them along for the ride. Okay, point number 3, follower growth, and does it even matter? This is tracking your follows and unfollows over time. Most people obsess over this, and to be honest with you, it doesn't matter. Engagement matters way more. But where can we find this in Metrical? Let's go and have a look. Okay, so we're going to go to a new tab in Metrical this time. We're going to head up to our summary, and this will then summarize all of our key platforms here: Instagram, Facebook, Threads, YouTube, TikTok. We can see absolutely everything, and we've got our followers. So we can see here overall we are up 1,024 followers. We can see Instagram +6, Facebook net 0. Facebook, make your own mind up. If Facebook is a platform that fits with your demographic, it is gold. Don't sleep on it. Make sure it's worth your time for your demographic. Threads, I'm not really sure how I want to use Threads yet, if I'm honest. It's there, it exists. I can post to it the same time as I do Instagram. Just not sure how to use it yet. YouTube, obviously, we're hitting the YouTube's heart. Hopefully you're finding this content helpful. Obviously, if you do, bang a like on the video. And then TikTok, we can see on here, we've got a net 0 follows. It's hard to gain followers on TikTok. I'm not sure, unless you're prepared to make viral content. TikTok's tricky, right? Okay, so we've said that this doesn't really matter, but it is also important to know how to use it. So if you are losing followers, go back, check what you posted that day or in the last couple of days. Did you post something slightly controversial? Did you mix up your style? Make sure you're playing to the right audience. Now, if you're gaining followers but you don't have the engagement, you might be drawing people in, but are you drawing the right people in? We want engaged, community-driven individuals that like us, our brand and things that we've got to say. So make sure you're bringing the right people in with the right sort of content. Okay, we're now on to point number 4. The best time to post. This is basically the algorithm hack that you're totally missing. This is making sure that you post when your audience is active. Let's show you how easy that is to do in Metrical. We're obviously going to dip back over here. So in Metrical, literally what we need to look for now is go back to our planning section at the top. And in our post here, we can literally see when our audience is done by our percentages on here. You can literally just turn that on by going into this section, and you can literally see calendar zoom, so you can get it to the right level, calendar view for your week. You can even preview your feed. But once you go into best times, we want to do best times, let's say for Instagram. We would also like to just see hotspots, or we'd actually like to see percentages. I think the fact they have percentages, I think is definitely a beneficial thing to have a look at, right? And then literally we can see when our audience is live, give it about 30 minutes before, and then set our post up. It's really helpful. So how do we use this? Obviously, as we've just said, find out when your audience is most active for which platform you're on. Obviously, Metrical lets you post to every platform, and you can find out when your audience key times are most active. Give it 30 minutes before so your post can gain some traction and get that post scheduled in. Now, if you're posting at the right time, but you're not getting that engagement, then it might be that your content just isn't resonating with your audience. So it's time to rethink those call to actions and those hooks and generate some really engaging content. Okay, let's break down the metric that really boosts your reach. Saves and shares. So what are saves? Saves are when people essentially opt to save your post. This is a really strong signal that your post has value because people want to look at it and refer back to it later. Shares. Shares are when someone opts to either send a post to a story, for example, to share it within a group, or send it to someone else via a share as well. These are both really helpful. But where can we find this data over in Metrical? Let's go and have a look again. Okay, so back in Metrical, we are going to come back across to our analytics section. We're going to carry on using Instagram as this is the one that we're currently familiar with, and we can scroll down. Okay, so we've got saves under here. So organic interactions, we've got a save that we can see in this spot here. We actually haven't got shares for our organic posts. What we can actually do though, we can actually come down to our list of posts and we can actually sort it via shares. So we can see that these 4 posts here have all had shares for me. So either this content worked well, there was some air of collaboration, and we can see that works really well. So this had a collaboration with some surfers that I met. This is a music video that I've made. This is some people that I did a gym shoot with, and this is another music video I've got in the pipeline. So these are all strong content for those shares. What you can also do though is under Reels, you do get the benefit of both. So you do have saves and shares all in one spot. So it's pretty easy to find on Metrical, to be honest with you, which is why it's great. All right, that's your crash course in analytics without the BS. So let's have a quick recap of what we need to think about. Let's focus on engagement because this shows if people actually care. Then let's look at making sure we know the difference between reach and impressions. Don't get stuck in the echo chamber. Also, stop obsessing over followers. It's engagement that matters. Once you've got the right followers, the engagement will come, everything will work. Also, make sure you post at the right time. Metrical makes this easy. And last but not least, focus on that key metric, saves and shares. Okay, now over to you. Comment below the most interesting thing you found in your analytics. Get it down in those comments. Next, if this video was really helpful to you, please bang a like on the video. It really does help support what I do. Definitely subscribe if you want more no BS content. And also check out this video up here if you did want to find out how to use Metrical. We've used it a lot today to dial through these no BS analytics. Apart from that, as always, I've been James. This is JBL Creative, and I will see you in the next one. Peace.